Chris and Amanda have a show where they swap 3 songs and then they go writing in and laughing all the day just so they can say yay or nay. So join them Monday live for their show or listen to the replay on the go.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown. We are so happy that you could join us today for another all-new, all-exciting episode of Song Swap Showdown. I am Chris, back there, one of your hosts. My other host is...
Amanda Sharp, or
coming at you.
As That Girl.
Otherwise known on YouTube as That Girl. That you should just dump and do the show by yourself, according to the comments.
According to the comments, go over there, check them out. You don't have to defend us, but if you wanted to reply, it's great for the algorithm.
Little do they know, you are the actual gold of the show, and I am just the mere mortal.
Oh, stop it. So not true.
So welcome, everybody. If this is your first time checking out Song Swap Showdown, well, we're so happy that you can spend some time with us today. How the show typically works is Amanda and I each swap 3 songs with each other every single week. And they are songs that are normally based on a theme that normally we have chosen with community feedback. However, we will be starting a new feature today, which we'll be talking more about a little bit later on in the show. But we generally try to pick 3 songs from that theme that we don't think the others heard before, and then we swap them, and then we rate them on an ever complicated scale of 1 to 5 records, which is just, you know, it's the way the math and the algorithm works in our heads to get these ratings is, you know, it's very subjective at best. So, but how it normally is, it's 1 to 5 records, with 1 being a dumpster fire of a song. Means no, get this off. Not going on a playlist. Don't want to hear it again. Throw it into the sun. All the way up to 5 records, which we deem to be heavenly music to our ears. That's right. It goes on the eternity playlist. It's a song that I would like to hear over and over again, and that is okay. That's a 5-record song.
That's a 5-record song right there. Oh, yes.
We've been generous too the last few shows with, I think, some 5-record ratings and stuff.
It's true. So spoiler alert, if you go to binge watch, because you're a new listener here, we have been, but you know, our themes have been fun to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like our themes have walked us into some more generous scoring, right?
I think so, which is fine. I mean, listen, we don't want to give 1s, but sometimes 1s and 2s are deserved. That's, you know, and, you know, you just never know.
And our listeners, new and old, we added that new element of the actual scorekeeping.
Yes.
On Ian from Australia's suggestion to us. So I feel like we game up a little bit the last few episodes too, because we're looking for higher scored songs.
That's right. So that's actually the other new feature that we've added to the show.
Look at us, we go crazy.
Tallying up our record ratings to see whose playlist reigns supreme, which means you get bragging rights for the week. As it stands, since we started implementing the scoring system for each other, I am 0-2 and you are 2-0.
This is true.
You are 2-0 on the Song Swap Showdown,
which is a shock.
FYI.
And it's been always by like 0.2 both shows.
It's been close, but still, you know, a win is a win.
This is fair.
So, Amanda, what is our theme today?
Today, our theme is, and this is based off of a suggestion that Chris threw me a couple weeks ago, it is reggae, and I love me some reggae, so I am pumped. Like, what a great summer theme.
It is a great summer theme, and we haven't done, now while we've shared reggae songs and ska songs with each other throughout the last 3 seasons, we've never just done one specifically on reggae, and I was happy with this choice because I thought this would be like really, it's good, it's different, it's fun. We don't always get a chance to dive into this much reggae, and I feel like that we really created some great playlists for each other this week to dive into some music that, and I will say that other than one of the names on your list, I'd never heard any of the songs before. Well, the one song I guess kind of, I will say your second tune,
Okay.
is obviously sort of like a cover.
Sure. Have you really had never heard them before, Chris? I am like,
I've not
thrilled. I thought for sure two of them.
No, I had not.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness!
You gave me is inspired by, a very famous song.
Yeah.
But the other ones I had not heard before. So
shocker.
This was it was a fun discovery for me.
Oh my goodness. And I had not listened to any of your songs before. So
I didn't think you would.
Thrilled.
And I'm excited to talk to you about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody strap in for a fun-filled episode of Song Swap Showdown, a reggae edition. And hey, keep score as we go too. Let us know what you're thinking. Do you agree? Do you disagree with our ratings? What would your rating have been on a particular song? If you want to hear any of the songs in their entirety, well, we've also done that work for you too. So head over to our Spotify playlist, which you can access by using the link in the notes below. And that is where every week we update our Song Swap Showdown playlist with the 6 songs that we're most currently talking about and reviewing ratings. So check them out for yourself. You could do that right now, whenever you want, as we're going along. And have some fun with that. Have some fun. It's an eclectic playlist if you can just listen to the whole thing. But But yeah, if you ever want to hear any of the songs that we talk about on the show, you could go right there. And as well, you can also join our Facebook group too, the Song Swap Showdown Backstage group. Completely free to join. I know not everybody's a big fan of Facebook, but there's still a lot of people on Facebook. And it turns out that a lot of folks who listen to our show are still very much on Facebook. So we do have a Facebook group. Come in, join it, free. It's a community. We're always posting things in there. The community's posting things in there. And I will tell you that this is the way to get featured on our Spin the Wheel segment, which is coming up at the end of the show. And we will go into a full explanation as that. But as a new segment, new feature of the show, which is completely driven by you, the community. So you gotta be in it to win it. So we'll explain more about that later on. So make sure you keep listening all the way through to the end of the show. We have some friends checking in with us this morning. Let's say hello to Mr. Ian from Australia. He's saying a tough task to find 3 Australian reggae songs. It's a long way to Jamaica. Yeah, and it's the evening for him, I believe. Because 12? Is it 12 hours?
Yeah,
so I think it's nighttime there for Ian. So Ian, thank you for hanging out with us and staying up late and checking out the live show. Mark Ronick, good morning, my friend. Yes, absolutely. We are happy to see you. Nick Nyback, hey yo. What's up, Nick? Great to see you. And Ashley Feller checking in with excited to hear your picks. Ashley, I would love to hear what your picks would have been as well. So please throw them in the chat. And Ian checking back in. I've done it. Black and White by Larry Maluma, Jimmy by Un Taboo, and We Have Survived by No Fixed Address. So those are Ian's picks for today. So definitely look those up and check those out for sure. Woo. All right. Let's do it, Amanda Sharp. Who is kicking off the Song Swap Showdown today?
Well, you started off because I'm pumped about my first song.
All right. So I'm going to kick it off with your first pick to me.
Yes.
Your first official swap to me is Murder, She Wrote by the Jamaican reggae duo of Chaka Demus and Pliers. I hope I'm saying that right, or Pliers, from their 1993 album Tease Me. This was the first single released in 1992 and again later in 1993, and it reached number 27 on the UK singles chart in early 1994 and number 57 on the US Billboard Hot 100, where it spent 17 weeks there. The song was certified gold in the UK in 2022, and the music to the song is based on the My Towels 1966 song Bam Bam, while the lyrics also do delve into discussions of abortion as revealed in the third verse. So I found out some more interesting stuff about this. This is, it's coming live from the internet, so I don't know how accurate all this information is. But basically the song, as it goes on here, became a staple for weddings, barbecues, and clubs, and has been called one of the best and most important dance hall tracks of all time. The tag team effort of call and response verses with melodic chorus introduced a new format of toasting from Jamaica, influencing pan-Caribbean culture and crossing over globally. It went on to impact other stars of the genre, like Shaggy, who is also on one of your picks to me, and
Mm-hmm.
Sean Young Pal Diedrich. So, sampling wise, the song was included in Billboard's list of best song interpolations of the 21st century, and has interpolated in a lot of songs, including a remix version of Black Eyed Peas, Pitbull, El Taxi, Jason Derulo. I mean, French Montana. Wow, this has really been in a lot of stuff. So interesting enough. So I gotta understand this. How did this song come on what is the backstory of you in a relationship with this song?
I used to skate to it, so I'm shocked. I thought it was very widespread and well played. I'm a little shocked by this.
Never heard it before.
Okay.
See? This is the point of the show. I've never heard this song before.
Now, I can't believe listeners that are currently listening live. Have you heard the song before? Or is it just I actually have a one up on this ledge today? This blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
roll a little clip of this because
right,
maybe they need to like hear a clip to know if they know the song.
Let me roll a little clip of Murder She Wrote.
Woo! I
saw it. So you were skating to this song.
Yes,
I have to see Amanda skate. You have to make a video of you skating to this song.
gosh, like
Crazy.
that's so great.
I mean, I like the song. I'd never heard it before. I hadn't heard it before. And to find out your relationship with this song is actually, shocking to me.
And you said it came out in 93. Is that what the time was?
Yeah. So it was actually released in 92.
92, okay.
Then re-released. It was released as a single in 92. Then again in 93. And it didn't get onto the charts until 94. Like they didn't start charting until 94.
Which would have been a good cluster of my roller skating years.
Yeah. So the lyrics to this song are I mean, listen, like most music always tells a story, and the story behind this song is quite fascinating to me. But I mean, it spells it out if you really listen to the lyrics. But basically, the song is about an abortion, and revealed in the third verse. Pliers wrote the song reflecting on being the age of 19. At the time, he was dating a girl named Maxine, who he name drops in the song, who told him she was pregnant, but after 6 months, there was no sign of the pregnancy, waiting until 9 months and 10 months without any result of a child. The song title came from the detective series of Murder, She Wrote, which was a TV show Pliers used to watch and he was a fan of. Ironically enough, it was funny. Angela Lansbury, who actually starred in, the
Murder,
star
She Wrote,
Murder, She Wrote, after hearing the song, finally in 2019, at the age of 93, commented, "Oh, reggae. Oh, I'm thrilled to be part of reggae, of course." Can you imagine? In that Angela Lansbury voice.
Oh, that's just so great.
Isn't that great? The song was also performed alongside Alicia Keys in the 2007 American Music Awards, and 6 years later at the 2013 BET Awards alongside Elephant Man. In 2022, DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic series had the duo perform a rendition of the song. So listen, I am apparently the only person who's never really heard the song or had an experience with it. So,
well, no one's jumping in saying I've heard it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm on an island by myself up here in southeastern Michigan.
You might be, but hey, you know what? The fact that this song hit you in the Midwest,
I know,
Michigan, and you're skating to it. So you skated to the song in the skate rinks, they blasted this one. Dancehall track. I mean, it makes sense to me. It's obviously a possible dancehall track. Mark Roddick is checking in saying he totally remembers this song.
Okay, this is good. And it was more the Murder, She Wrote part that you really dove into. You felt that part. Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
There's such a delivery. Which
is funny with this song because how it's, obviously the beat on it and all that musically, it's but the story, the actual song, the narrative of the song is it's angry.
Very.
So it's kind of funny, and this is always a thing with reggae music that I always find fascinating to me is that a lot of lyrics, can be very supercharged, very political, very protest style music, really tell these compelling, strong narratives, but still be wrapped around danceable, happy music. I I always find that to be amazing, that how you can do that. In reggae music, I feel like is one of the one forms of music you could make an angry song kind of and still
with
want to
a certain
dance
beat.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so I'd never heard this song before. I will say I listened to it a few times. It grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
My initial reaction was I wasn't digging it that much. It was at a 3 for me. When I first heard it, the very first time I listened to the song all the way through, I go, I'm feeling a 3.
Okay.
That's the first listen. So I don't always just rate things immediately on my first listen to the song because listen, music is subjective. You got to live with it. Let me now experience the song a little bit more. Let me put headphones on. And the more I listened to it, the more I really liked it. I like the beat of it. I like that, the calypso. I don't even know, is there the Caribbean kind of feel mixed in with the typical your traditional reggae. So I enjoyed it. So it went up for me. It actually went up for me a few points, a few clicks. So where I started at 3 with just my initial, I'm turning it on, listening. It got pretty much close to I'd say a 3.7, 3.8 for me by the time I was had lived with it more.
Okay.
So I don't know if I would call it a 4.
That's understood.
But it grew on me. And I get the appeal for the song and I get why it's, as popular as it is. I mean, it's obviously an influential song. So I think I'd be comfortable with a 3.8 on this one.
3.8. It has been recorded
3.8
in my little notepad as a 3.8.
3.8 for Amanda's swap of Murder, She Wrote by Chaka Demus and Pliers. So check that one out on the Spotify playlist. See if you dig it. And let us know in the comments what it should be. Just give it a 4, Chris.
Well, now points matter, Mark.
Listen to the campaigning.
So 3.8, duly noted.
3.8, and I may move up over time. I saved the song. I saved it. I put it I hearted it so that way it gets the algorithm knows I like it. So it's there.
Well, I was listening to, I don't know, this probably over a week ago, I would say. And Marcus is like, what are you listening to? I'm like, I'm listening to reggae. He's like, Amanda, this isn't real reggae. I was like, but this is Amanda version reggae. All of my songs are Amanda reggae for sure.
Amanda reggae. I love it.
All right. Chris's first song to me was Raid by Doom Regulator. What a name.
So if anybody follows us on our YouTube channel, you'll see that I made a review of the song when it was first dropped. And it was actually, so this band is kind of a quote unquote super group in a way, whatever you want to call it. And they were originally called Bad Optics. So on our YouTube channel, it's still under the name Bad Optics, which I should probably update, but they then changed the name to Doom Regulator. So it went from Bad Optics to Doom Regulator. Of course, this is the band that everybody's talking about. This is the band that features Jesse Michaels and Tim Armstrong from Operation Ivy, the long overdue collaboration of two of our most favorite ska punk reggae songwriters. So great. So I'm so excited. So I was like, when we're doing this episode, I'm giving this to you. This is going on the list because I'm digging. I've been listening to this all since it got dropped, and I'm into it. So Amanda, what is your take on?
Was I into it as much as Chris is into it? That is the question.
That's the question.
So I will say this is the most ska sounding of your 3.
Yeah, I mean, and it's definitely the most ska sounding, but I did like a lot of the reggae they brought into the song too. And
they did a nice job.
It really feels like an extension. I said this in my video breakdown of Tim Armstrong's Life of a Poet, which he dropped a bunch of years ago, which was very reggae, ska influenced, but more traditional than sort of the modern, ska punk. It's not ska punk. It's reggae and ska. And that's more traditional than the punky. There's no punkiness really in it. Sure. Other than maybe you may say the vocals are rough, but listen to some reggae. Vocals are rough. Even what we just heard to shock it, the vocals aren't clean.
It was interesting. So I mean, I immediately loved the beginning. I was hooked the second that I pressed play. I was attached to it, but I really do enjoy reggae. I may not understand everything that's being sung, but just the beat of it is such a happy type of thing for my ears to hear. So I mean, I'm going to give a lot of good like ratings today just because I enjoy the sound of the music. So keep in mind, I don't know reggae enough to be able to go, oh, this is a 3.2, this is
Yeah.
a 4.2. I just get happy when I hear this style.
Right.
So
Well, it's
there might,
music. I mean, that's
yeah.
what you how music makes you feel. Nothing
So
wrong
I'm
with that.
almost like rating reggae today, not
Yeah.
like the song individually, but
Yeah.
my ears of reggae. So it's hard because I'm
Yeah.
not quite the expert. Like you're a
Well,
ska expert.
I wouldn't say I'm a ska, but I'm definitely not. I don't consider myself a gatekeeper at all to any genres of music like some folks out there,
Fair.
which, but I'm not I'm not a ska, or I wouldn't even say I'm not even really a reggae expert, but I'm very much like you. Like, I love listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
And when certain music, whatever genre it is, hits me, like,
Yeah.
that's what I like. And then, and then I want to explore and learn more. And, I want to dive into the history a little bit and all that. So, but I wouldn't consider myself a reggae aficionado or reggae gatekeeper. That's for sure.
I'm definitely not there. Definitely not there. So this one was it just felt so chill to me. I just enjoyed it. And it made me want to go to the islands. When you hear reggae, don't you just want to get on a plane and go south and hit an island?
I do. And when we were in, obviously we were in, like last year we went to Curacao, which isn't really, it's not, but it was fun. And, there was lots of, and what I loved about Curacao too was there was a lot of different musical styles on that island, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, you immediately are like, I don't think you can't, I mean, the music is born from the islands, from, and it's got that feel and vibe. So it's vibe music for sure. Sure.
It just makes the worries of the world, in my opinion, just like go off. I can feel like the sun kissing my skin. I have a non-alcoholic drink in my hand.
There you go.
And I am just pretending I'm a local. And I'm not. So I really enjoyed this one so much. And I listened to it several times, and I liked it more every single time. Yeah. I really did. So it was, I didn't really put together like connection to you already kind of talking about it and everything. I really didn't remember. I remember how excited you were when it first came out.
Oh, you
did the video. I
did the video.
Great.
I mean, this is something that people have been waiting for a long time, for these guys to kind of get back together and collaborate. And, and, and I got a feeling they probably changed the name Bad Optics because too close to Operation Ivy and all that. But it just was exciting to hear these two guys like come back all these years later. Like, I mean, when they made that first record, or those Operation Ivy records, I mean, they were kids, they were children, they were teenagers, like
babies. And
somehow they invented an entire genre of music in that way. It just were the best at it. And that record, Operation Ivy Energy record, which is a compilation of everything, has literally become one of the most influential records in the world for like that, like punk ska, like combo that nobody has ever sounded like that. I mean, there's a lot of imitators, but like they're the ones that started it, and they were kids, and they didn't know anything then, and they went off and did music and just grew as musicians. And it's like nice to see like the two guys who like basically met each other at like 14 and 15-year-old like come back together and like make some more music together. So there's something really nice about that I think that's a cool part of the story.
I love that. Will you play just that beginning? Will you
Yeah, so let's play a little bit of Raid by Doom Regulator.
Like immediately.
I love it. So great.
I want to just
like this is my song of the summer so far. When they make a new stronghold, and like you hear Jesse's vocals and right away I'm like pop Ivy. Like it's so undeniable.
You know what I love about reggae is I feel like, and I know this isn't true, but I just feel like every song was written in a chair. Like like a bunch of people just pulled up together, and they're all talented, and they just grab whatever is around, and it's like, we can make this work, and then boom, music is created.
Music is created. I think all music a lot of that, I feel like music is always created just like from like, it's just the idea of somebody sitting in a chair with a guitar or a piano or whatever instrument and just plays like a couple notes on something that kind of sparks like a whole song. I always find the creative process fascinating with that. It's just, I think it's cool. Cool. Ashley Feller checked in with a really great comment here, and I think that this relates to everything that we're talking about right now, which is Ashley says, reggae is a strong form of folk music. I've always believed that since the majority of traditional reggae tunes are protest songs in essence, I think the people who pioneered it had to present it in an upbeat, pleasing way to present their lyrics in a more subliminal way. Otherwise, folks might not have listened to their protest. Just my 2 cents. Ashley, I makes a lot of sense to me.
How a message is packaged.
And I think it's genius how it's been done over the years.
Agreed. I'm so excited. So I enjoyed this song. So where do I rate it? Well, on a sliding scale of 1 to 5 records, I'm going to nestle this in at a solid 4.
Wow. All right.
4 records.
4 records.
So Chris has a 0.2 lead on me.
0.2 lead. All right. So far how we're tallying up here is Amanda is at a 3.8 record rating for Murder, She Wrote, and I am at a 4 records for Raid. Or Doom Regulator, sorry. Doom Regulator with Raid. The song Raid. All right. So, your second song to me. And by the way, everybody, thank you for the comments. Keep them coming. Let us know your ratings on these songs as you get a chance to listen to them.
Call me, maybe.
Call me, maybe. Hey, call me.
That's a first.
That's one of the issues of having your cell phone hooked up to your audio equipment for your podcast.
We have callers calling in. That's how legit we are now.
Yeah, I actually we used to be able to do that. I got to get a new number for us.
That's fantastic.
It is. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, Mark Roddick. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, we're live on the air. All right. So your second song to me is Banana. By I'm gonna say Conkarah featuring Shaggy and DJ Flea. I don't know, Flea or Flea.
Just like what names? Gosh, I love the names so much.
It's so great. You got it. We have to get you a name. Like you need a name.
Like,
well, you are. I know that girl is like one of the things, but like that's not like you need a reggae name.
Oh, okay, everyone. What can Amanda's reggae name be? Comments below.
Amanda needs like a cool reggae name.
Help me become cool.
Yeah. So this song Banana, the Conkarah song is a song by reggae artist Conkarah featuring Jamaican international artist Shaggy. The song was released in 2019 and samples largely is an adaptation of the famous song by Harry Belafonte. Harry, I can't talk today. Harry Belafonte. I'm saying it all too fast. By the very famous Harry Belafonte, called Deo, the Banana Boat Song. Released in 1956, the Belafonte original is a work song from the point of view of dock workers working the night shifts, loading bananas onto ships. The lyrics describe how daylight has come, their shift is over, and they want to go to work to be counted up so they can go home. All right. So the Conkarah song trended after the popularity of the Banana Drop Challenge in the spring of 2020, where TikTok users utilized a particular version of Banana, which was remixed and produced by DJ Flea of Sick With It Crew. The challenge is as follows. As one is dancing, his or her glasses, or more prominently sunglasses, are propped on top of the dancer's head. After a few frenetic dance and hand moves, the glasses drop over the dancer's eyes at the exact right time in the song, where the lyrics say, "Sick With It Crew drop" before the siren solo comes in. Banana became an international hit and topped the Dutch Top 40 chart for 5 consecutive weeks, starting in the week ending June 27, 2020 until July 25th, 2020. It charted in a great number of European and international charts. That's some history about this song.
So I was not a huge TikToker like I am today in 2020. Like I came into my TikTok world in 21.
You definitely came into your TikTok world in 21, I'd say. Because that and even this year, this has been your TikTok year.
I think that's Gosh, I love TikTok. I wish I would have been able to be part of that trend.
It sounds like a really fun trend. Yeah. Well, probably we could still just do it.
We could just we will make it like come popular again.
Yeah.
We'll start the trend again.
Reignite the trend. Yeah.
Yes.
We should try it though. I'll try that. But yeah, so if you've never heard the song before, Banana featuring Shaggy, here's a little bit of that.
What a piece of dilemma.
A little bit of it.
Please
on the track.
So I really, this was fun. I had, obviously I didn't know the samples of the song, but I had heard. I mean, I can see roller skating to this.
Oh yeah, it just came out so much later.
So check that out. Check that out on our Spotify playlist. But so where does it rank for me? Where am I rating Banana featuring Shaggy? Listen, it was fun. I will say I had a little bit more fun with this than Murder, She Wrote. I don't want to slag on Murder, She Wrote. I just had more fun with the song. Like, and I think it's the callbacks and all that. And the, you know, the banana. I mean, who doesn't like the Banana Boat song, Deo? I mean, who doesn't like that song? I mean,
don't know a person.
I mean, even if you don't like the song and you like Beetlejuice, like, you know, that song, you know, like, it's just such an amazing, it's such a great song. And I love that they kind of like took it into like a spin, and then the whole TikTok thing is like always like organic fun. So I really dug it. I'm going to give it 4 records. I like it. It's a fun song for the summer. I dig it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There you go, Nick. That's a jam. I'm with you.
I really say, like, hit our Spotify channel up. It goes in order of my songs and Chris songs. And I swear you can listen to all 6 of those songs and you're just going to feel what a Monday playlist those songs.
They are.
Songs.
This, I would say this is a really good start of the week. Great point. I do. I feel like it's a very good start of the week. Monday playlist definitely puts you in a mood, you know, stuff that makes you want to move. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That the worries of the world are just gone.
That's a jam. Quick comment. Yeah, Amanda doesn't need a reggae name. She's just cool the way she is. I just want to go back to Ashley's comment too. Rasta Amanda. Love it.
I like it all. I like it all. All right. I received your 4 records, and going into Chris's second song to me, which is Shame in Dem Game.
Shame in the game.
Shame in Dem Game. See, I can't even be that cool and be like, I'm like, Shame in Dem Game. Look at how, like, I have to try and say it so carefully. By HR, Human Resources.
Human Resources. Human Rights.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to diminish.
No, it's all good. No, HR, of course, the legendary frontman for the world famous, groundbreaking grandfathers of punk rock and hardcore, the Bad Brains.
Bad Brains.
One of the most influential bands of the hardcore punk movement. All African American band, came up from DC, moved to New York, influenced countless bands, including the Beastie Boys, who originally worshipped the Bad Brains so much that they wanted to sound exactly like them. And HR, and they were one of the very first bands to, like, literally you'd be going to like punk and hardcore songs right into a straight up reggae jam back into punk and hardcore stuff. And then HR just really, you know, they all embraced the Rasta movement, and HR went full into it. And that's what he does today. He still sings. And he puts out, you know, he just dropped a new single, which I've been loving it. Actually. So check that out on Spotify. But I love HR, man. I love him. I think he's great. I love his music. And he put out a string of solo records. And like I said, he's still producing music. And I was like, I got to get some HR on this list for Amanda. She's got to hear some HR. And by the way, you have to watch some of the old videos of HR, like in Bad Brains. He used to do backflips on stage, like crazy. Like, the guy is one of the most energetic frontmen of all time, like all time. He's in the top 10 list of energetic frontmen.
I can't quite remember, but Jermaine Wells was brought up on this podcast before about his ability to do backflips on the playground. And I was like, I always was fascinated by that in elementary school. So when I looked at when you play on Spotify, obviously, I would assume maybe it's the cover of the record, maybe that comes up. But it's
HR's face. Yeah.
Yeah. And he just, when I look at him, I go, that is a look of chill.
Yeah.
He just looks unbothered, just chilled.
There's actually a great documentary on him that was released a few years back, which I absolutely highly recommend anybody watching, especially if you just like music documentaries. Mm-hmm. It's a great character study into who HR is, his influence, how he's influenced generations of musicians, and kind of what he like. It's a wonderful documentary. I highly urge you all, anybody listening, to check out the HR documentary. It's great. It's like an hour and a half. It's a really well done.
So what did I think of this song? Well, I didn't know it, so it was a joy to listen to.
Yeah.
I love me, like, there's some grunting in there, and I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
Do you dig it? Yes, I dig it.
I love it, man. I mean, that's HR. It's like,
I was
that's
like,
a style.
oh, what's happening? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's like the zazas. The zazas.
Oh, it's so
it's
great.
so fun. And it's like, if a whistle wasn't a whistle, but it was a zaza, it's like almost one and the same thing. And when I'm listening to, it's got like an edgy, like a tone to it too. But during the zazas, I could not help but my mind flashed to the Cosby Show.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I know he in that show did sometimes like making that noise. And I tried for 30 minutes to find the clip, and I put it into Google a million different ways of how to search for that clip. Right. So there's nothing left for me to do besides watch the entire series over again, so I can find the clip that I'm trying to find. So amazing. I can put the Zaza next to the Zaza. And I almost thought it was when Heathcliff was tap dancing with the guy.
Right.
When they were doing like challenging each other, but it wasn't that. So I'm going to get back to you on why I thought of the Cosby Show when I heard Shame on Dem Game.
Shame in the game.
Shame in the game. I'm like, shame on them. I'm making it Southern.
Let's check out a little bit of Shame in the Game just so everybody can get a sample.
Play some HR.
Yeah, play some HR. Let's go.
Shame in the game. I can't do a thing like that. Shame in the game.
Such a...
Always oppressing our backs. Shame in the game.
I mean, come on. The switch up. So great.
It's really cool, very clever. It's captivating. I want to keep listening to it. It's super fun, and the Zazas are really fun.
Yeah. This whole record, by the way, that Charge record is just front to back great. Really well. It's a good record.
I find it like, imagine just writing the song and go, you know what the song needs? Some zazas.
That's all vibe, man. It's just, you're just feeling it. You're like, zazas.
It needs some zazas. Don't you agree?
It's very possible too, because a lot of times, like, even heard Paul McCartney talk about that, like, you know, Obla Dio, like a lot of those songs were just like, they're filler lyrics, because I don't have the lyrics yet, but I have the melody. So a lot, you know, I'm just gonna sing kind of like whatever, just so I have the melody, and then I'll put the real lyrics in. But then sometimes we're like, you know what? This just works. I'm just gonna, you know, when I feel sometimes it's just like,
it could be,
and I don't know if that's the case, but hey, it could have been.
Hey, it could have been, but I'm content with the zazazas.
You are very much into the zazazas.
That's my favorite part, the zazazas. So where do I rate this?
Where do you rate?
I rate this
Shame in the Game.
Shame in the Game by HR. I'm coming in at 4 records again.
I
really enjoy it.
Right.
I really enjoy it.
All right.
There is no skipping on this episode.
No skipping.
Not even a thought of skipping.
Not even like listen to 30 seconds and skip or 60 seconds skip. Like, it's a full play.
It was full play. Like, I was drawn immediately. They were good hooks. That first note captivated me on all 3 of your songs.
All right. Well, I will take your 4 record rating. Thank you very much for HR's Shame in the Game, which puts us at a current tally of 7.8 versus 8 records. Amanda, you're slightly behind by 2 points.
By exactly of what I've won by each week. This is close, everyone. This is close.
It's coming down to our 3rd record picks, our swaps, to see whose playlist will reign supreme for the week. But before we do that, we're going to take a super quick break, and we're going to talk about our friends over at campsite.bio. We love campsite.bio. They are 100% one of our just great partners and sponsors that we've had here on the show for a very long time. Almost a year now, they've been a sponsor of the show. And listen, I've been using Campsite.bio myself since 2021. And I not just only use it for myself, but also Song Swap Showdown, but I also use it for several of my clients as well, and also trade organizations that I'm part of. Amanda uses it basically at this point for her website.
Yes.
Essentially. I mean,
I have it routed right to my Campsite.bio.
Yeah, if you go to amandaannsharp.com, boom, it's going to take you right to her Campsite.bio. And listen, it really is. It's a blazing fast bio link made your way. You can completely customize this thing. I absolutely dig it. I mean, we have just on our show alone, we have all the different links to not only where you can listen to the show, we have a tip jar set up, we have access to our Facebook group set up. We have all our embedded videos from YouTube and even Spotify. The playlists are embedded there. I mean, and that's just the tip of the iceberg with this thing. I mean, you can integrate so many different marketing and advertising campaigns with Campsite.bio. It truly is a very, very powerful link in bio. It's not just the link in bio and here's some links. You can actually activate this piece of software to do so much more for you and really help to not only get discovered, but also help to grow your business, right? So if you're a content creator, if you're a marketer, if you're a small business owner, right? You may have several stores set up, all these different links, all these different things. It really is a way to convert the people who follow you into actual clients, right? Whatever that is, or grow your community, whatever it is that you're looking to do, Campsite.bio is the way to go. Add it right now to all your social sites and start converting more followers into customers. Download it for free. Give it a test drive. Download it completely free. See if you like it. If you do, then pick up the Pro plan, because the Pro plan, that's what I'm on. That's what Amanda's on. We're all on the Pro plan. It is awesome. All you have to do, use the link right now in our show notes and use the code, because you're going to get $10 off your Pro plan. So do that right now. Try it out for yourself. Don't take our word for it. Use it. Have fun with it. Campsite.bio, the blazing fast bio link made your way.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Thank you so much, Campsite.bio. We love you.
And now back to our regular scheduled programming.
That's right. That's right. That is right. Here we go.
Oh, which made me think of, what did that ditty that you just played it make me think of? I told Chris I wrote a little rapidy rap.
That's right.
The rapidy rap jingle.
When is that happening?
When do you want it to happen? When do our viewers want it to happen?
All right.
I am equipped with the words in my head.
So we have the rap. We actually have three things left before the show wraps up.
Still.
Right. We have a rap by you. We have our ratings for records for our third songs. And we have our new segment, which is going to be picking next week's show theme. That's going to be the new segment on the show. At the end of every show, we're picking the segment, the theme for next week's show by spinning the wheel. So, all right. So Nick is saying, let's go. So, all right, Amanda. All right. Before we get into, I guess
Impala's coming in.
Seema, rap. All right. So before we reveal our third record ratings, I'm going to turn the mic over to my co-host and MC, Amanda Sharp. Ashley, you're pulling out the stops today.
We are what a show is right. All right. We ready? Oh gosh, you made me big.
I made you big. If you're watching the video version, it's like just made Amanda's screen bigger.
All right. I feel like I need to back up a little bit. Just in case it goes viral. Let's go Campsite.bio so it's being seen. Really honored. Oh, yeah. All right. Nick is coming in saying, I'm nervous for you. Well, and to be fair, when I said, Chris, I wrote a rap. And I go, imagine if a rap and a jingle had a baby. That's where this is. All right. So here we go. I'm sweating a little.
All right. The mic is yours. I'm turning off my mic so that way there's no audio bleed on your.
Oh, it's real short, you guys. It's real short. All right. Here we go. Chris and Amanda have a show where they swap 3 songs and then they go writing in and laughing all the day just so they can say yay or nay. So join them Monday live for their show or listen to the replay on the go. I did it.
You did it.
That's hot diggity.
Oh, I love that.
I can't wait to listen to the replay.
Oh my God. B-Rabbit. Love it.
I mean, it hits all of the necessities.
It does. The bebops at the end are the best part. That was actually that was actually great.
Paula.
Make it a jingle. Oh, I tell you, it could be our jingle. That was fantastic. Look at you scoring points, man.
Thank you guys. They're just trying to be nice.
Seamless. I love our community. You guys are the best.
Thank you all.
You guys are the best.
My goal is that I can randomly come up with some nonsense like this to throw into the show for a little extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
I love it. We're definitely putting a beat behind that.
And I did this in a 15-minute drive home. I left the title company into my house. And I was like, I had listened to a song on the radio and I started to like sing about us. And I was like, no, I can't knock off the song, but I can do a rap. And the rap just came to be and boom, here we are.
I love it. I love it. You know what? This is going to be one of those things where we're going to put it up and somebody needs to do remixes of it and stuff like that. So we're asking for the community. We will put this up.
We put it into your hands.
Remix it. Do whatever you want. It's
you can make me look as stupid or great as you want to.
As you want. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Wait, just FYI, I can't wait to cut that part and share it all over. It will be cut. It will be cut. All right. So real quick before we dive into our third songs here, I just want to go back. Mark Ronick is playing with some ChatGPT. So based off of what your reggae name should be.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is very big. Mark said, I told ChatGPT we need a reggae name for Amanda and gave it some info about her. Here's the list they came up with. Laughing Skater Amanda,
like
Reggae Estate
girl.
Mama, Artistic Redum, Queen Rasta Realtor, Amanda Rowling Podcaster, Mama Marley,
Ooh.
Michigan Dub Diva,
Ooh.
Amanda the Groovepreneur,
Ooh, that's
Reggae
a
Mama Jammin', Island
Ooh.
Vibes Amanda,
Ooh.
Artful Reggae Skater, Real
Ooh.
Estate Rasta Mama, Podcasting Reggae Queen, Michigan's Double-Elect Amanda, Amanda the Laughing Lioness, Skankin' Art Boutique Owner, Rita Mama Roller Reggae.
And
I'm
then
going to assume a podcaster. It looks
Ooh,
like yeah.
There's some good ones in there.
Yeah. And then conversely, also, he then put a rap names for Amanda. So GPT rap names for Amanda, Laughing Lyricist, Artistic Rhyme Queen, Skatin' MC, Amanda Real Estate Rap Star, Pod Blast Phenom, Mama Rhyme Spitter, Michigan Mic Dropper, Art Hop, Diva Roller Coaster, rapper, A Money the Podcaster.
A Money the Podcaster.
Rapper, The Money Podcaster. I love it.
My gosh. And thank God you say them out loud because I cannot speak. I can barely English. So to say those would have been like a whole show in itself.
Well, I was having trouble saying Harry Belafonte before. I could barely get that out.
You nailing it now.
Now I got it. Yeah. All right. This is so much fun on today's show. Thank you, everybody, so much for making the show so much fun for us. This is why we do a live show, everybody. Everybody goes, why do you guys do the show live? This is why we do the show live. So thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Monday morning, helping us out and just making us laugh. So I love it. Oh, I like A Money.
Me too.
Mama Rhyme Spitter is definitely the winner. MRS. Mama Rhymes. MRS. That
was so great.
Oh, so great. Oh, you guys are the best. Love you. All right. So you're on I'm on your third song. Sorry. Yes. So your third song to me. So much fun right now. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. All right. Your third song to me is King of the Road by Freddie McGregor. Hadn't ever heard this song before. So it was an interesting backstory to this. So this is coming off of a compilation that came out, right? So the compilation was called Reggae's Gone Country, Various Artists. And so just for context, who's Freddie McGregor? So Freddie McGregor is a Jamaican singer, musician, and record producer. His career began when he was just 7 years old. In 1963, he joined with Ernest Wilson and Peter Austin to form the Clairedonians and began to record for Studio One label. He was only 7 years old at the time and was known as Little Freddie. He was also a member of the Generation Gap. McGregor converted to Rastafari in 1975, and he is a member of the 12 Tribes organization. He's worked with so many different producers. His popularity soared in the 1980s with the release of Bobby Babylon. Other popular hits of McGregor's include Big Ship, Push Comes to Shove, Just Don't Want to Be Lonely, which was a top 10 hit in the UK, and I Was Born a Winner, as well as cover versions of many early reggae standards. He's worked with countless other producers and other artists. So he's toured exclusively for many, many years. His albums in the 2000s were Signature and Anything for You, which received a Grammy nomination. So he was asked to contribute to this Reggae's Gone Country, various artists, and he did the song called King of the Road. King of the Road was originally written, and this is where I now just lost my notes for the King of the Road song.
Trailer for sale.
Yeah, I'm like, I just had this note up there.
So had you never heard the original?
I had never heard the original. So the original was actually written by country singer Roger Miller, who first recorded it in November 1964. The lyrics tell the day-to-day life of a hobo. You don't hear that word anymore.
No, you don't. You don't.
You do not hear that word anymore. Who, despite having little money, a man of means by no means, reveals in his freedom, describing himself humorously and cynically as the king of the road. It was Miller's fifth single for Smash Records. The crossover record reached number 1 on a U.S. country chart and number 4 on a U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on Easy Listening Surveys. It was also number 1 on the UK singles chart in Norway. Miller recalled that the song was inspired when he was driving and saw a sign on the side of a barn that read "Trailers for Sale or Rent." This would become the opening of the song. Other people who have covered the song are R.E.M., English entertainer Billy Howard, and Roger Miller himself also won 5 Grammy Awards at the 1968 Annual Grammy Awards ceremony, and it won for Best Contemporary R&B Single, Best Contemporary R&B, Vocal Performance, Male. I mean, it's Western, Best Country and Western Vocal Performance, Male, and Best Country Western Song, and he also won a Grammy for Best Country and Western Album, The Return of Roger Miller. So, still never heard the song, even with all the accolades. Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Is it a Roger Miller cover? Yeah. My notes disappeared on me, so I appreciate the help there. So Freddie Miller then did a reggae version of this, which is actually still very, in my opinion, it's still very country. Very country. So let's just check out a little bit of Freddie McGregor's version of King of the Road. Originally sung by Roger Miller. But like,
I'm the King of the Road. Don't know what I'm saying.
Some good vocals, though.
It is. I love it.
Woo!
It's great. Like, still have the country and the slide guitar and twang with the reggae.
I ain't got no cigarettes.
So good.
2 hours of Ocean Road.
Yeah.
So good.
I really like this. And I'm not having heard the original.
Chill.
This is definitely chill.
King of the road.
So yeah, so that is that song. And so the original, just for context here,
it's really true to it in a lot of ways. It just has that extra pop to it.
It does. It has that reggae feel to it.
I love the original. In fact, I'm shocked it's not been on our show before.
Here's a little bit of the original of King of the Road by Roger Miller.
Trailer for sale or rent.
Woo! Gosh, I love
Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes.
There you go. So that's the original version. So, but you can tell, like, the real, like, I really like the fact that they made it reggae, but still left a lot of the original song, like the integrity of that song, which I thought was cool. this was something else I learned. So this was me reading an article by NPR, and they were talking about this record. And one of the things that Freddie McGregor said was that he, like so many West Indians, is a huge country music fan. And his favorite singer, he said, definitely Marty Robbins. He says, my all-time sings El Paso. Love that song. McGregor sings another one of his favorites, Roger Miller's King of the Road, first recorded in 1964 on Reggae's Gone Country. Proof of reggae's love for country music is all over reggae history. Many classic reggae tunes are, in fact, country covers. The 1961 country hit by Claude Gray, I'll Just Have Another Cup of Coffee, became Bob Marley's second single. So there's definitely a history of that.
And it was hard to not put any Bob Marley on here. So if you're wondering where it was, I intentionally was trying to leave off because
me too. We
both would have known a lot of those songs. So that's why he's not on here. Not that he doesn't own a space on that, but for the show. And
I think that's a great point you just brought up, because that was something I consciously did too. Yes. I know there's there's obviously so many like Jimmy Cliff, Bob Marley, Ziggy Marley, like there's so many like very mainstream and like that. And like, I figured between you and I, like we would know a lot of those songs.
I wanted to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, I wanted to go a little deeper and kind of give you stuff that maybe you hadn't ever heard before.
Absolutely. And when I was putting my list, I was like, let's end with a country one. I know there's going to be country. And so when I Googled, the country to choose from, I was like, holy smokes, there is, to prove your point. Yeah. There was just option after option after option for country reggae. It was very interesting how much is out there. So it's really, just a chill song.
It really is. I liked it. I mean, I like the cover. I may have even liked the cover more than I like the original, just because I don't know. I like the spin, but it's just two different artists, two different times. But I do appreciate what he did with it, with McGregor did with it. So I would say, where do I rate this though? So here we go. Here's where I rate this song. So I did really enjoy the song right off the bat. Like it gave me I don't know. It sounded somewhat familiar. I just got into the groove of it very quickly. I'm adding it to my summer playlist, actually to the Song Swap Showdown summer playlist, which we have also going on, which I'm in, and I have curated songs. It's also now on there. So I dig it. I'm going to give it 4 records.
Nice.
It's a 4 record song for me. I really do enjoy the song.
I feel like this reggae version really modernized that older song.
It did. It did. I liked it a lot. I'm
so glad. Thank you for the 4 records. I like it.
You're welcome. Would be really cool to see you all do a West Coast reggae versus Caribbean reggae sometime. Well,
challenge accepted. Let's throw it on the wheel.
It's gonna have to go on the wheel. It'll go on the wheel for next week.
All right. Last song.
Last song.
That will determine the winner of today's Song Swap Showdown episode.
Yeah, because right now you are currently in the lead with let's see.
You're
11. Well, I have 8.
Right
now with your rating, you had a 3.8, a 4, and a 4. So you're at 11.8. You're at 11.8.
Okay.
So your rating is going to determine the winner of this week's
the pressure
Song Swap Showdown.
The pressure. So will your third song to me, Boom, Wa Da Da Deng.
You like that?
Hempress Sativa?
Yes, right. Okay. Hempress Sativa.
So I was like, holy smokes, what a name. Hempress. It's I just what a powerful just package.
Hempress Sativa. I love it. Yes, love it.
Now, I will say I was jamming to this song.
I figured you might be.
I was jamming. There was just something. I was captivated by it. And then I was like, but I wish I knew the lyrics. And I'm like, I'll find them out because it's not in English.
It's
not because when I Googled, I did find translation into what.
Yeah, it's very Jamaican.
It's meaning. Yeah. So, for example, when will you start the song? So people can understand.
Well, in come the unconquerable, Your Highness Hempress Sativa, the lyrical machine.
She's the lyrical machine.
When the lioness roar, no dog bark, kick it off.
Love it.
What that ding? Da deng, Hempress Sativa pan the mic and I go rip it up again. Watch out, what da deng, da deng, a J-O-E, I run the place and no we not beg no friend. Catchy, what da deng,
Love it. Gotta love it, man.
What am I listening to?
So great.
What da deng, da deng, them fin no say me rougher than them. From a little and a grow, I'm on a come on a puppy. I love we've been selecting your love sound system.
Love it. Love the sound system.
You just find yourself doing this.
But I also love she goes, me top rank queen, Hempress Sativa. It's like great. She's a lyrical machine. I saw her live last year at an after party I went to, and I was blown away. It was awesome. They were awesome.
What does her, and I didn't dive into her other collection yet, but what does her other songs say to you? Like, are they very similar to this type of style?
This
tone? Because this is a sassy tone.
I mean, she's very, she's great. I mean, she's been around for a while and she's got tons of records out. But I mean, she's got great collaborations with things. Obviously, she sings a lot about smoking weed. I mean, her name is Hempress Sativa. This is rocking in a dance.
Bim, cha la 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 la.
She's got a new album out now too. Yeah, so here's a little bit of like her she's got a new record out. So she's got Chakra is the newest record that just came out.
And it's called Chakra?
It's called Sharka. Charka.
Sharka. Interesting. She has a really sassy tone.
She is fabulous.
And I like it. Because if you know how you want to cuss out people sometimes, but you don't, but you do it in your head. Mm-hmm. Like you give them a good talking to in your own brain. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is a sassy song that like she could be like, the tone of it is like she could be cussing someone up and down and she's putting a bow on it. I
mean, she introduces herself as the lyrical machine. Hempress Sativa, the lyrical machine. I mean, up, boom.
It's just really cool. And it shows her confidence, which I mean, obviously she has based on her tone, but I just thought I was really fascinated by her. So I'm interested to dive into more of her.
You should really dive into her. They actually have a great, Spotify does such a great job, and they have this is a Hempress Sativa playlist. And you start to really get a feel for like all her musical diversity. I mean, she does like the deep roots reggae, but she also combines a lot of stuff with like hip hop, R&B, Afro beats. Like she really mixes it up on a lot of her music, and her voice is awesome. So she can really do like, like that hardcore, like Jamaican style, but then just like sing like very sultry. Like she's very versatile. I find she's just she's an extremely talented individual. And I saw her live, like I said, a year ago, and that was my first exposure to her band. And they blew me away. They were awesome. She spits it live. She's like, if you ever have a chance to go see them live, go see them because it's an experience. It's very good.
So when we decided to do reggae, she was like, boom, on the list. You knew she was going to have a place because of your feelings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I definitely have to put Hempress Sativa on here for you.
I feel like this song is the song that goes with like the motion of like the snap, snap, snap. Like I just feel that. Like I probably just feel so impressed by her if I saw her in person. Yeah, there's something about it. I'm really drawn to this song. Now, musically, where is it? I don't really know. Like I like the reggae sound. Again, I'm not the expert in reggae to be able to like point this against it or point that against it versus my love for like 80s. And we know there's different, I know there's different genres of 80s, like within that. Like I know more about certain things. Mm-hmm. Country, for example, reggae. I don't know. She likes that. Is it
patios?
Oh, what is that?
It's like the style.
Oh, okay. See, Ashley, who's an artist, knows that.
Yeah, well, she's Ashley's awesome.
She is. So where do I score this? So I put this at a solid, again, 4 records. So we've got 4 records coming in for Chris, which when you do the math makes Chris this week's winner.
I am the winner of Song Swap Showdown, which changes now my record to 1-2. And you are now 2-1.
And
since
Ian,
we started keeping score.
Ian had predicted, he had said, I think the first win is coming to Chris, and Ian, you caught it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I take my win. I have bragging rights for the week. Go me.
So your topic, your theme, you're the winner. Well done, sir.
Yes. Well done. Thank you. Thank you.
Fun,
I am the winner this week.
6 songs to dive into.
Yes.
Please, everyone, listen to all the songs in their entirety off of our Spotify list.
Absolutely. Now, for everybody... Oh, it just started thundering here.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, just literally.
It left me and came to you.
So yeah, we have a new segment on the show. So thank you everybody who stuck around to the end of the show. This is a new segment. Winner should pick a social media punishment.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
We're doing so much already, Nick, but I like this. I like this
Nick.
The stew on this.
Interesting. Who happens to be one of our wheel sponsors.
Yes. So our new segment on the show, which we will be now doing at the end of every show, is we're going to be picking next week's theme. And we've gotten over this last year, we really we leaned more into the themes because we saw that you all, our community, liked the themes. Mm-hmm. So we transitioned. So if you see the first two seasons of the show, we mostly were picking a lot of music. Just basically the premise was we're going to give songs to each other we don't think the others heard. And that was always the premise, right? And still is the premise. Mm-hmm. But it was a little more random. Then we would start doing some themes. And then we saw that everybody liked the themes. And so this season, we've really leaned into the theme. So that's why every show this season now has a theme to it. And we've got so many awesome recommendations from our community. I mean, they're just coming in like at a very fast pace. So we had the idea
when you see this wheel, what we mean.
So we had the idea of we want to, this is a community thing, right? Like we do the show, but we know you guys listen and we appreciate it. And we want to make you more part of the show beyond just the commenting and all that. So basically, we had everybody in our Facebook group. So if you're not part of the Song Swap Showdown Facebook group, please join because this is where we're posting this. We have a chat going on now and everything. And we asked for everybody to put their suggestions in for themes of the show. And when we spin the wheel, we added them all to this wheel. So whatever the wheel lands on is what we're doing for next week's show. So this is 100% random. Majority of these are based on our community. Amanda and I do have ours in there as well. So we've also put in there. So it's all themed. So whatever it lands on, that is what we're doing. So everybody strap in. So we actually, all right. So introducing this new segment, spin the wheel of show theme. Boom.
Chris showed that to me right before the show, and I'm like, I'm in love.
So before we go into it, of course, we do have, as we always like to have opportunities and partnerships to have other folks contribute as part of the show. We do have sponsors, so you still campsite.bio. But now we also have a open sponsorship for the Wheel of Themes, the Wheel of Show Themes. So today's Wheel of Show Themes sponsor is, I gotta get a drum roll sound effect.
Can you hear that?
It is. Boom, there it is. Wheel of Show Themes, Next Gen Podcaster. So Next Gen Podcasters, attention podcasters, ever thought about mastering AI for your podcast? Next Gen Podcaster has the right thing for you. Their new workbook, Mastering Chat GPT for podcasters, is filled with over 120 effective Chat GPT prompts to supercharge your content creation. The best part, Amanda, is it's free with a free one-time trial membership or just $9.99 without. Don't miss out. Elevate your podcasting game today with Next Gen Podcaster. They are our official Wheel of Show Themes sponsor. Use the link right now in our notes. Get the link. Get your free ChatGPT, mastering ChatGPT for podcasters. Get it now. Get it today. Do not delay.
Ooh, look at you, like rapping yourself.
That's right. Do not delay.
Get it today.
Get it today. All right.
Oh
so,
boy, moment of truth. Whew.
Here we go. Moment of truth.
Oh my gosh, here we go, you guys.
We are going to spin the wheel and see what next week's show theme is going to be.
Come on down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah!
Okay, what do we got? Back in time.
Ooh.
2000s.
2000.
Back in time, 2000s.
Now,
That is
this
actually that is actually one of our show ideas.
Okay, so do we want to spin it again, or do we like this since it's ours, or do we go with it? What do we do?
No,
what do we do?
No, this is
Okay,
it. We're
okay.
going. We go with
All
what
right.
the wheel says.
So is this 2000 or 2000s?
So it's I would say it's 2000 to 2009. Because 2010 is like another decade, like another decade.
Okay, and Paula's coming in with the rule: one spin. It's
One
kind of like
spin.
one bite.
No
you know
respinning.
The rules.
No respinning.
Amanda. Fair. Okay, back in time, 2000s. I got this. I got this.
So next week's show will feature songs from 2000. So let's call it 2000 to 2009.
Okay.
Right?
All
Because
right.
then it goes 2010 to 2020. That's like
part of
so
that
we do
next
decades.
decade.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I think it'll be if we kind of put it in. I think that'll be good.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Yeah, 2000 to 2009, like anything that kind of fits in there.
Paula's kind of being bossy, so let's let her decide.
Yeah.
Paula,
You make the call.
You make the call, Paula. Are we a 2000 to 2009? Is that good, or are we just a 2000er?
Yeah. No, yeah. So yeah, exactly, Nick. So many good tunes in that time frame. Yep.
For sure.
Perfect. Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. Mark Roddick with the
Okay.
ruling.
All right. Here we
2000
go.
to 2009. Yep.
Okay. All right. Lots of people coming in with
That's like my go-to Spotify. That's good. So I think next week's show will be really well. Like, and you know what? Make your list of songs too. We will post it in the Facebook group. We'll make a post. We'll put it in there. Let us know your favorite songs from that time period. Maybe they'll wind up on our list too. We may have some duplicates. That does happen. With all the support. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Great team. All right. Everybody's liking the theme. Everybody's liking the theme. So once again, we want to thank our Wheel of Show theme sponsor, Next Gen Podcaster. Make sure you support them. Use the link in the bio right now or link in the notes. And that way you can get hooked up and get your free Mastering ChatGPT for podcasters filled with over 120 effective ChatGPT prompts to supercharge your content creation. Get it now. Do not delay. Use the link in the notes. Thank you so much.
And I'll add, I saw a tiny little sneak peek of it, and it's impressive. So definitely don't miss out on the opportunity.
There you go. Love it. Thank you guys.
What a show.
What a show today. What a show today. Well, whew, jam-packed show. Thank you, everybody. Boy, we had so many great people on today commenting. Oh my gosh. Ian, Mark, Nick, Ashley,
Paula,
Seema. Who else we had on today?
And then we said Ian. I'm right.
Yeah, we said Ian. Yep, Ian on the right.
I think we and Ashley.
Shout out. Oh, we had Diggs.
Yeah, coming in from
Diggs
Twitch.
BTW. Yep. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, everybody else who was on today and didn't comment, hey, thank you all so much for watching us live. Really appreciate it. Listen, great thing you can do to help support the show. There's a few ways you can do it. Right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and then the little bell to get notified because that actually helps grow the channel. Also, the same goes for if you're listening to this on any audio platform, wherever you get podcasts. Hitting that follow button really makes a big deal, not just to us, but actually to all your favorite content creators that you enjoy. Hitting that little button, taking that little 2-second action helps to grow their channel, and it makes a huge difference significantly in their numbers, which, if you follow a lot of these creators like us, our show, their shows monetize, and those numbers really helps. So it does make a difference. Also, if you want to, another way to directly support the show is to head over to our Buy Me a Coffee page where you can totally buy us a coffee. So if you like what we're doing and want to support the show, consider buying us a coffee over at buymeacoffee.com/Song Swap Showdown. You can use the link in the notes, or you can head over our campsite.bio where there is a tip jar as well. If you feel like we've entertained and impressed you today, cha-ching. Or you can also become a sponsor of the show. And we have plenty of sponsorship packages available, from sponsoring the entire show to sponsoring the wheel, as you just saw. Lots of options. So please get a hold of us. You can email us over at info@songswapshowdown.com. And we'll be happy to share that with you. And as Mark Ronick always says, I love this, in his clubhouse room every single day, make it a great day. I agree with you 100%, Mark. Please, everybody, make it a great day. Be kind to each other. Enjoy each other's company. Have fun. Thank you so much for listening to us today. Thanks for spending some time. We sincerely appreciate you. Can't wait for next week's theme.
So much fun.
2000s.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, everyone. Cheers. Make it a great day. See you then.
Bye.
To get notified every single time we drop a new episode of Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown, just hit that follow button wherever you get your podcasts. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the show, please use the email address in our show notes and we'll get right back to you. And last but not least, please feel free to follow us over on our social accounts on Instagram and TikTok at Song Swap Showdown, or join our ever-growing community in our Facebook group by using the link in our show notes. Thanks for listening.